Hey there everybody, thanks for checking out Hunt Shoot Live. On today's episode I'm going to be testing two super sweet awesome micro 9mm, the Springfield Hellcat and the SIG P365. I want to give a big shout out to Elijah Leonard for letting me borrow these two fine pieces of machinery. Stick around, because what I'm going to do, I'm pretty in-depth today. I'm going to shoot these. I'm going to shoot both of them just for accuracy to see how well both of them shoot, and then I'm going to run them through a little bit of some speed tests at some clay targets and some steel, and then I'm going to give you a really good breakdown, sitting down comparing the two with each other, even pull the old Glock 43 out and compare them with that. So I've got a pretty extensive review, so thanks for checking us out. And remember, as always, when you shoot, please be safe. Remember that these are dangerous weapons. These are not toys, but if you respect them and you be safe with them and you talk to those around you about safety, then you're going to have a good time and everything's going to be okay. So these are tools, these are weapons, these are not toys. Respect them and you'll have a good time. Let's have some fun today. So I'm going to do the Hellcat, 5 shots on the left, SIG, 5 shots on the right. Come back to the Hellcat, 5 shots on the left, and then SIG, 5 more shots on the right. All right, here we go. 5 shots, Springfield Hellcat. Okay, all safe. Right target, SIG, P365, 5 shots. All clear. Back to the Springfield Hellcat, 5 more shots on our left target. All clear. And our last 5 shots with the SIG P365, right target. Okay, all clear. Okay, so I shot the SIG P365 on this side, all 10 shots. You can see this right here. This is 3 in a row, like 3 literally overlapping each other. I pulled this one out a little bit, and I was aiming. This was my aiming point, so consistently a little high, but man, every one of them was in there. Again, this was my aim point for the Springfield Hellcat. I used the exact same ammo, decently priced, not cheap, but decently priced full metal jacket ammo. And I actually, well, no, there's 2 shots. So again, we got a really impressive 3-shotter right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I did have a little bit more of a spread with the Hellcat than I did the SIG, but we'll play a little bit more with that in a minute. But I'll give you my initial impression. So I've got the Hellcat right here. I've got the P365 right here. My initial impressions. I keep shooting SIGs, and I wanted to like the Hellcat better, just to be honest with you. But man, I like the feel of that P365, and I mean they both. So let me just be clear: they both feel great. They both are just fantastic feeling. You can see as far as profile, they're very, very similar. Try to get on the sights there of each one of them. You can see that with the Hellcat, maybe the sights stand out a little bit better. But when I took my sight picture with the SIG, I shot better with the SIG than I did with the Hellcat. I'm going to shoot a little more here in a minute and see if that continues. But gosh, I'm just really impressed with both of these little pistols. Here's the tops of each one. You can see the SIG is a little more plain and simple, and the Springfield is stamped on top, got their cool emblem on it. It says Hellcat on the side, and then the SIG just has their little stamp there, the P365. So the grips look very, very similar between the two. And man, initial impressions, these are just both fantastic feeling, sweet little pistols. And I mean, you could keep these in your pocket. They're so small. Super, super nice. Initial impressions are, I want them both, and I want them both right now. All right, I'm going to put both of these to the test. You'll see that behind me I have 5 clay targets lined up in a row, and then I've got a steel gong up here. I'm going to shoot 10 rounds total. I'll shoot the 5 at the clays, and then I'll shoot my last 5 at the steel. I'm going to be standing probably about 5 yards to 10 yards from the clays, and end up with a 20-yard at least minimal shot at my gong. That's an 8-inch steel gong. So I'm going to put the two to the test up close. I'm going to try to go fairly quickly, pace them both about the same, and we'll see how we do. All right, up first, Springfield Hellcat. I'm going to do 5 shots at the clays, followed up by 5 shots on the steel. Springfield Hellcat. 10 shots, 5 clays, 5 steel. Here we go. All right, it's a go now with the SIG P365. Again, I'll do 5 shots at my clays down here, 5 shots at the 8-inch steel, and see how we do. We got 10 total shots. SIG P365. Okay, finished the 10 shots at the clays and the steel. Kind of opposite results with this one. I totally obliterated 2 clays, and then I've shot the hole out of that one, but now I missed the other 2 clays. So with the Springfield, I busted all 5, and then I had 3 misses up there on the steel with the Springfield. So with the SIG at the close range on the clays, I had 2 misses, but I hit all but 1 of my 5 shots. So, you know, it's going to come down to they're shooting just a little bit different on how you need to learn how to hold your sights. But they were both great. I'm super pleased with how both of these shot. So we checked out the Springfield Hellcat Micro 9mm. We checked out the Sig Sauer P365 Micro 9mm. Both of these firearms are just beautiful to look at. Just to go over a few specs with you, the Hellcat comes with either 11+1 or 13+1 magazine if you get the extended mag. This one has the extended mag, and so it's 13+1. If you can see, and I do have a bigger hand, but the 13+1 allows me to get it basically to where I'm just barely overhanging on the bottom. So for shootability, for comfort with shootability, you know, that extended mag is probably going to feel a little bit better for me. But for concealed purposes, even if you wanted to go with the flush mount mag, man, 11+1 in a micro 9mm, that's impressive. So Springfield offers 2 versions of the Hellcat. They have the traditional that is just only going to have your regular sights, your standard fixed sights that you would find on most of these little micro pistols. But then it also comes with an optics ready version that you can clamp on some nice like holographic or red dot sight or something on the back. Probably make it a little more difficult for concealed carry purposes with that. It's a cool option for those who would be interested in it. Also, you'll find on the Hellcat that it has a rail on the front if you want to mount a laser light or a flashlight or something. So that's, again, something that's going to appeal to a lot of people. This little micro that still has a rail on the front of it. Now, the mag release on this is actually reversible. So for you lefties out there, now this one, I'm assuming, you know, from the factory it came with the right-hand mag release, but it's got a reversible one. So if you're a lefty and you want to reverse that to make it easier on yourself, that option's available. Another cool thing about the Hellcat, and we're clear, but I want to show you, it has a loaded chamber indicator. So that allows you to look at it real time and see if there's a round in the chamber. Cool feature. And several different options for your magazine. You got the flush mount, you got the flush, which is an 11+1 with a pinky extender, and then you got the extended mag, which this one has, that holds 13. For this one right now, if you can find them, they're going to run you between $500 and $600. $550 would probably be reasonable, $525, something like that. Unfortunately, a lot of places that I've checked, they're sold out. So the Springfield Hellcat, hot item right now, somewhere in the $550 range. Next, we got the SIG P365. It's coming in with a 3-inch barrel, rated for plus P ammunition. Comes standard flush mount, 10 round mag plus 1, so you could carry 11 if you wanted to, had one in the chamber. Extended mag, which you can see my hand just barely wraps around the bottom. The extended mag is a little more comfortable. It's going to hold 12 plus 1, so not a significant difference. Your overall length of this one is 5.8 inches long, and it's coming in just over 4 inches tall. And your price for the SIG P365 is going to be somewhere in the $500 range. So I want to do a little comparison to show you what these two pieces, how they match up with the Glock Model 43 9mm. This is my personal gun. You've probably seen it in a few of my videos. So for comparison's sake, I'm gonna go ahead and collapse them all. We are unloaded here. Nothing in this one. Springfield, we are safe. And SIG, we are safe. I want to compare these. I want you to be able to look and compare these three side by side. Okay. So again, I do have the extended mag in these, and I don't have the extended mag in my 43. But you can see we got Hellcat, Glock 43, SIG 365. They are all very, very, very similar. This is the length of the Hellcat and the Glock. Hellcat looks like it's coming in just a fuzz shorter. The Hellcat is, but not significantly. And you know, to hold them side by side, we got Hellcat, Glock 43. Pretty similar size, not a significant difference. There is, and here's the width of them. The Springfield seems to be just a little bit wider. This is the Springfield, this is the Glock. Springfield seems to be just a little bit wider. And there's the sight picture of both of those. Really nice bright sight picture on the Springfield. So again, Glock 43, Springfield Hellcat. Okay, let's compare the SIG P365 with the old tried and true Glock 43. Let's do the overall length. Here's my Glock. Here's the SIG. Definitely noticeably shorter. The SIG is noticeably shorter. I'm going to say a ½ inch. You look at the width of both of them, they are extremely similar. Gosh, I don't know, it probably, again, it looks like maybe the Glock is just a fuzz more slim. The Glock does have the brighter sights, but the SIG, not as bright. But I don't know, the SIG, to look down at it, the sights are still, they're still, even though they're not white, they're still very visible. You can catch them very easily. But so Glock and SIG side by side there. Glock, SIG. Okay. Okay, now we'll do the side-by-side comparison between the SIG and the Springfield. Alright, so here we've got the SIG, here we've got the Springfield. Overall length comparison. The SIG is negligibly shorter. It is just barely shorter. You probably won't even tell much of a difference. I don't know that it will matter that much. But it is just a pinch shorter when you compare them. To compare the width, again, we've got the Springfield in this hand, the SIG in this hand. The width of the two looks like the Springfield is just a little bit wider, not a tremendous bit, but the Springfield is just a little bit wider. And you can look down and see the sight picture of both of them. That Springfield really stands out. This is the Springfield, this is the SIG. And again, we'll put them beside the 43. Let you get one last look. All of these are the micro 9mm, the subcompact 9mm. Glock 43, SIG P365, Springfield Hellcat. What is my opinion? Gosh, I would love to own both of these just so it would take the pressure off and I wouldn't have to try to decide between the two. Man, they both feel amazing. They both shot well. You know, the only differences in the shooting earlier was, you know, the way you have to catch your sight picture with both of them. I guess if what it seemed like I felt naturally better with, it truly seemed like the SIG. It felt a little more natural to me, and I believe I shot just a little bit better with it, especially at the little bit longer ranges. But you know, the Hellcat is also a sweet looking pistol. I think between these two it's going to come down to, and you know, I just realized there's a front rail on this SIG too, and I did not point that out earlier. So there's just so few differences between these two. They are both fantastic firearms, and I think if you can get your hands on both of them and get to shoot them, it's just going to have to come down to which one you think it looks better or feels better or something in your hand. I very seriously doubt, though, if you were to just buy one of them, you're not going to be disappointed with either one of them. I was extremely pleased in how both of these firearms felt. I was extremely pleased in how they shot. You know, having that extra magazine capacity is huge. I would not carry the extended mags if I had these on my Glock 43. I carry the flush mount mag, and I'm only getting 6 plus 1 if I wanted to put one in the chamber. These two with the flush mounts, with the SIG, you're going to have 10 plus 1 with the flush mount. With the Hellcat, you're going to have 11 plus 1. So which one do you buy? I guess you're just going to have to buy them both. Get one for Valentine's Day and one for your birthday or whatever comes first. Thank you guys, as always, for checking out Hunt, Shoot, Live. Please be sure to like and share and subscribe if you haven't, so you can catch our newest videos as they come out. Thanks for checking us out. Until next time.